Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday.
Good morning, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday with my cough, looking disheveled, hot mess express. Cheers, bing bing! Happy Walnut Wednesday! Let's have a sip together. Go. I am sick. Quick little update, Walnut. The master is in his first week of daycare, and I'm so pleased that I did this. I'm so pleased that I did this a week before I have to go back to work because look now, I'm sick. I don't think is sick from daycare. Okay, I'll give you a little recap of life thus far, but anyway, I'm glad that I'm not going back to work feeling hopefully this kind of goes away. But it's so cute when babies are like have a little snotty nose. Like it's so cute but sad. I can't really describe it. I'm like, oh, but anyway. Geordie and I are worse than the child. He's actually fine. Anyway, daycare, been a whole thing. I've cried a lot, and we're doing first full day today, so I've got a second, and I really need to be one with the couch, so I'm not going to take too long on this episode, hopefully. But before the first week of daycare, we actually did our first family holiday, like going away with the baby, with friends and their babies. Um, and it was a very, very interesting experience. And I think with the way things are in my life at the moment, I am finding everything really hard with resentment, communication. I've already alluded to how I'm slipping back into old patterns with how I do stuff. I go inward, I get more quiet, reserved, and I come out like a bit of an ice queen. I got one foot in the door and one is like flown in outer space somewhere sometimes when I get too overstimulated, like I'm sometimes just not there. So yeah, in this weird kind of like spot, which is obviously taking a little bit of a it's been a bit testing relation wise. So we're in that weird kind of phase, which is quite I know it's normal, but it's also very hard. And we went away and I kind of just wanted to share um what my thoughts and musings are. And basically the main moral of the story, Walnut, is that sometimes getting a fresh perspective on your situation um is kind of like the best thing ever. So like we're like right in the weeds of like how we're both feeling and communicating and all of the things and we're both like we're like butting heads a little bit and it's like I want you to see me and the other person's like I want you to see me. We're butting heads about wanting the same thing from each other but not one person is kind of like folding for the other. Um and I think we've just recently finished maths, and it's kind of like what the holiday did for me. Which when you have a child, is it even really a holiday? Because I feel like even more exhausted. I feel even more tired than when I left. Um, but yeah, my baby was a dream. There were a couple of grisly moments and things, but he did really well. Uh but I think it was just like having lots of people in the house, lots of stimulation. Like he was probably like a little bit like me, where it was just like, wow, there's so much more people and noise and things to look at. Um, so that was really interesting. Where did I just went on a tangent. I was talking about maths. Basically, the holiday that was actually really good and it was a good experience and I kind of went into it with like I want to see how it goes, like we definitely need to do this and I need to learn what it's like to do this, pack the whole bloody house. It was a whole thing, but it kind of reminded me of maths where that's Married at First Sight, where they go on the couples retreat and sometimes it's like good for some couples and sometimes it's eye-opening for the other couples. And for me, this was really interesting to get perspective on. whether I was gaslighting myself or not. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't even like to get camaraderie or anything like that. It was more just like, oh yeah, I'm seeing what other people, what other couples and what other friends and what other children are contributing to relationships, and I'm like reflecting it back on my own, and I'm seeing like this is why I'm so tired. Or I can't really think of an example right now, but that was the moral of my story. I probably should have come in and blown my nose and had to think a little bit about with some examples and some story times that I could have actually shared, Walnut, but I had a moment. I had a moment, and as you know, my moments to sit down and chat with you are few and far between, especially with like PA work and things. And I'm starting work soon, and my yeah, everything's just going to change again. So anyway, this is what the episode is. I apologize. But you can pick up what I'm putting down. In terms of relationships, sometimes a group situation, as much as I despise the group situations, especially in corporate, but sometimes a group situation like a friend's trip or a BYO dinner or, well, actually not even a BYO dinner, the friend trip, a group experience that is longer than just like one item such as dinner. I feel like going on holiday with a group of couples was really good amplification of what I don't know. I needed a perspective shift. I needed to see what other couples were like, to learn what I like doing in terms of, parenting or being a mom or being a partner. I liked it's for me it's always good to like feel around and have a look and see what other people are doing, not necessarily copy, but that helps me make a decision for myself of what I want to do. And yeah, the outcome of the trip after seeing what a lot of like friends and partnerships are doing as parents together, yeah, it kind of like really gave me a little perspective of like, yeah, maybe I am doing a lot. Maybe I am just picking up the extra and calling myself out here. Maybe I am picking up the extra because I'm too lazy to not even lazy. Maybe I'm too afraid to ask. And again, coming back to the communication patterns of like, where's my voice gone? And have I just gone, I mentioned at the start, gone inward again, and I'm not asking. Um, I say that out of my mouth, Walnut, and then immediately I'm like, but I don't want to have to ask. I'm too tired to want to have to ask. Anyway, I just got complete, I just got hit with a whole bunch of self-doubt. I don't even know if I want to post this episode now. Um, I don't think it's made a whole lot of sense. I'm gonna start crying now. Wow. Okay, hang on. Let me collect myself. Let's just take a breath together. Wow. The self-doubt roller coaster just like came zhuzhing in. I'm like spiraling now. Spiral in real time. You're welcome. Walnut, basically, the moral of the story I just wanted to share is that sometimes a group situation can give you perspective and reflect things back onto you to have a think about and to, really make decisions for yourself and yeah, just show you things and help you collect evidence, gather information so that you can make some choices for yourself. And sometimes other people's actions can kind of help other people, other people's behaviors can help shine a light on that and what that means for you. Instead of just reacting and blowing up and all the things, I took it as an opportunity to really collect collect data from how I'm feeling, and let that make me take my action. I have to go, Walnut. I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any input, if you were there, if you have anything profound you would like to share, if this, I hope this episode is helpful. Have a happy Walnut Wednesday. Let's try not to cry today. They're coming. I love you so much. Thank you for holding space for me. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.